Hello and welcome to another episode of Let's Play King's Bound to the Legends. In the last episode we got another step on the quest for saving the zombie miller, and we also started to look at some of the spells of the game in the game. As I am selling spells I have in my spell book right now to get access, for example, to Stone Skin here, a really good spell. So I also promised to have a look at Hell's Breath, if it worked on ranged attacks, and actually it does. But from the looks of it, it doesn't affect the total damage. Not all that surprising, maybe, if I think about it. But instead it gives you 20% of the damage. So when I tried it on my Thorn Hunters, it didn't actually increase anything at all. Perhaps 20% of 2 damage is too low, so it are probably rounded down or something. But if I used it on the archers, I got +1 maximum damage. So 20% of 4, yeah, it's 0.8, I think. So yeah, actually it's, and then it's rounded up to gain 1 extra attack. So that's how that spell works, at least. So I don't, but I don't have too much use for it right now, so I'm going to sell it. And I'm keeping the order, and yeah, actually it's just the order here, magics around, so I can learn them later. Normally I like to learn a lot of spells, so that I might use them when needed, and I'll keep the scrolls down. So that could also be a tip if you do not want to. Firstly, I could have waited with selling until perhaps I would have set one skill, 1 point in this skill. We would get some more money, 30% extra of what could we have gained? 4,000 maybe. So sure, it would have been some money, but I want this room for something else, so actually I didn't want to do it right now. And also, if you are playing, I could also have not picked up scrolls and hoped that I wouldn't have gotten more than 4 or something when I actually wanted to start learning spells, but as you saw, I can get it from chest and such, so it's pretty hard to manage that. Okay, but now I got room for my stone skin. Let's buy it and actually learn it at once. This is a spell. It's giving defense, 20% defense and resistances, and it's addictive, I think, so at least resistances. So it also gives -1 initiative. That could be important to remember. So for example, my knights here, they already have 30% physical. They will gain 50% physical if I'm not wrong, and that's quite a lot. That's also why I bought it. So we got troops, we got the spell. Is there any other spells I want to learn? Meanwhile, while I'm here, would like to have slow, but well, can't have everything. Let's see. Helplessness, poison skull, no, nothing. And yeah, it sounds like my Deguses want to be in this show as well, so you will hear them in the background. Okay, nothing more. And I think I'll manage without royal snakes. Okay, and we're off to the magic tower in Arlania. Forward we go. And for those wondering, I'm not sure where this game series started, but I know that it's quite old. Can it be on Amiga or Commodore? I do know there is an older version of this game to both Sega Genesis and the Super Nintendo. And that's also really fun. I think it's really fun, even if the graphics are very outdated in today's standards. But yeah, take a look at that as well if you want to. If you're into playing old games, I might replay it later. And this is very nice. I got tons of griffins here, and now when I actually have stone skin, and I know that I have a lot of them, I may actually change into them sometimes in the future. But right now I think I'll have a okay setup actually. Okay, Earl Argus. Don't think I've talked with him yet. Hello, warrior. Welcome to my castle. I am Earl, the local governor. My name is Argus. Nice to meet you, Argus. My name is Bill Gilbert. Pleased to meet you. Guests from the capital do not often come to visit us. Well, Argus, could you tell me where in the lands that a mercenary troop may be needed? I'd like to earn some money. What can you do? I do need your help, and I will hire you with great pleasure. It's a very delicate situation, so promise not to laugh. You see, I always dreamed of marrying an enhanced princess. I read a lot about it in fairy tales. After I grew up, I managed to find out what these unusual creatures are. It turns out that the enhanced princesses are frogs. It is said that if you kiss such a frog, she'll become a beautiful young lady and a caring wife. Okay, so it starts off by what can you do? And then actually spilling it all. And how can I help? I want to ask you to go to the swamp. Please bring me a frog. As a reward, I'll tell you how to turn one into a real princess. Maybe you find yourself a bold wife too. You needn't to go far. There are plenty of frogs in the Martian swamp. Go into the west of the capital. I got some coins and some experience. Sounds like a good deal. And also, as you would have guessed, this is also one of the alternatives for getting yourself a wife. This time it's actually she starts as a frog and can be turned into a woman later. The night that I passed up here, Commander Nerold, I do think his quest involving going into here and push some of these altars, and the altars are infested with those gremlin towers. They are quite high level if I remember correctly, so I didn't actually take the quest now. I can take it when I'm returning next time around. Here's the magic tower, and there's some griffin wanting to eat my face. He's also stronger, so I think I'll just kite him away. And that didn't go all that well. Let's see, weak. Perhaps I should just kill it to be over with it. The griffin are moving. That's good. Is it really this tower? Okay. No, it's not this tower. Oh well. I don't think I have to fight if I don't want to. So. From the window of the upper floors of Magic Tower, a mage is shouting something and swinging his arm. Hey, Hey, warrior! Help! What's the matter? I'm locked in my tower and can't get out. Terrible monsters have filled all the rooms and won't let me escape. What's the problem? You're an archmage, aren't you? Just because I'm an archmage doesn't mean I can incinerate armies with the twitch of my eyebrows. Sure, I might be able to battle them, but my new staff of destruction won't let me do it. It just sits there watching my every movement. This damned staff, in spite of the fact that it was made especially for me, it turns out to be stronger than I am, and I can't manage it. The staff has summoned magical monsters that ruin my magical storeroom and destroy my research. Well, how can I help you? Your tower is sealed and it's impossible to get in. I'll open the entrance to the tower. I'll lock it to prevent monsters from getting out. Help me and I pay you. Okay, and yeah, it's open already, or you know what, I come later. I get some gold coins for this quest and quite a lot of experience. Actually, I don't know if it's 425. I must see if that actually are a lot of experience, but it's a lot of experience for a quest. And in here, you'll have to kill monsters in, I think it's 3 or 4 different floors. And that wasn't all that smart of me, if I didn't want to have extra scrolls. And at the top, you will have to, if I remember correctly, fight with his staff. And I think it's quite strong, so I don't want to do it right now. And now I just... Could it be his brother that has the box of rage? Wait a minute. It did said... No, it's in the forest, right? Okay, well, let's talk with Carla. Hello there, Bill Gilbert. I have grown tired of waiting and obnoxious for the news. Have you gone to the Martian swamps? Have you found Marfa? Yes, I have visited the Martian swamp, but some difficulties arose there. I still have to solve them. Would you help me solve my problems? I'm relying on you, Bill Gilbert. Of course, Carl. I'll try. And let's see, secret weapon from Magic Academy in Vrelon Forest. Yeah, not our land, yeah. So let's go back. I feel just a little bit silly right now, but it should be okay. Let's just save, and we can talk to quests here as well, I think. Hello, Bill Gilbert. You see the magic range in front of you. It's a special place where a battle mages withstand tests. However, the Academy doesn't mind a free mage, doesn't mind if a free mage or just any gifted in magic wishes to pass this test. Indeed, they hope to discover and win over young talent. Would you like to hear some more? Yes, of course. It is a special place which adjusts to the magical potential of the testee and subjects him to the attacks of different creatures. One cannot leave the range until the test is passed. Unless you graduate of the academy, you must pay 5,000 golds to retrieve the rights to pass the test. After you enter the range, please remember that it will only let you out after you activated all 3 altars: Order, Distortion and Chaos. You will get a scroll of Fit of Energy, a lot of coins, some mind runes, and a lot of experience. Yeah. Let's see. No, not at all. Anyone who has paid 5,000 gold coins can enter, but the range is designed for testing mages, and if you are not a mage, or don't have magic talent, the range will try to kill you and your army will have a more difficult time. Please consider this also. So you will lose part of your army if you are not a mage or your intellect is below 15. So no, I'm not actually ready for such a test, and yeah, I'm not even close to to 15th, so shall we test it? Yeah, we can take a look. I will reload if it's not working out. Impossible, of course, and chances of kiting these troops are 0. Or can you actually kite these guys? So perhaps you could actually kite them to activate all the altars and get out. But then you don't have that, and then I don't know if you can actually fight the beholders. And if you don't fight the beholders, you will lose out on a lot of exp. So let's just reload it and let it be here. Let's go to the forest instead. And hope that it actually isn't Judgment Arena, that is the rage box. But we'll see, we'll see. Oh, hi there. I forgot about you. And save. I come by the order of His Majesty. I am to collect some artifacts from you. Oh, do you mean Pandora's box? But I rather recall it the chest of rage. Here it is. What a beauty. It's wonderful, isn't it? A demon's creation. Can you believe that the mages have spent almost 1,000 years trying to solve its mystery? And even now I am sure that we only managed to reveal a part of the secrets this artifact hides. But you can say to His Majesty that we have done the most important things. We figured out how to tune the artifacts and even... yeah, that's all interesting and well, but maybe first you'll give it to me? Yeah. I managed to perform a ritual that activates the symbiosis complement of the artifact, which means it can be attached itself to the one who closes the chains of rage. By the way, did you know that the rage in the demon's world is equivalent for mana? And there is almost no magic power there. Is it strange? So, where was I? You were talking about a long time ago in a kingdom far, far away. That's a joke, right? I remember that I wasn't speaking about either kingdoms or countries. Seems like I was speaking about the ritual that attaches to the chests to its new master. The one who, by the end of the ritual, will be able to understand the forces of the artifact and be able to talk to the spirit captured in the item. Just give me the damned chest. There's no need to shout at me like that. Besides, you're in a physical and emotional state that is the opium for... Here, take the chest, be careful and don't let it fall. Oh, watch out! Ah, damn it! Go to hell with your chest! The chest which the mages gave you turned out to be pretty heavy and slipped out of your hands. You managed to catch the artifact before it falls to the floor, but you badly hurt your hand, having struck it against the sharp edge. After the sharp pain, everything goes grown dark before your eyes, and you feel dizzy and disoriented. You seems to hear some voices, and they are coming from the chest. Master. Who is there? You are the new master of the chest. No, I'm just carrying it to the castle. And who are you? Where are you? Blood. Your blood sprinkles the stone of anger. The unity rite has been performed, but was not completed. You have completed it. Now you're the new master of the chest. Show yourself, will ya? Weak, too weak. You cannot handle this power. You are making me angry. Where are you? Hey, Gilbert, are you alright? I hope your wound is not very serious. And who were you talking to? There is nobody here except for us. I guess I'm having hallucinations. I'm hearing voices. Come on, your wound isn't so serious as to warp your mind or even cause simple visions. But there is something in your eyes. I don't like it. Look at me. Tell me, Bill Gilbert, where you scratched yourself, what were you thinking about? What else could I think about? Pain. And that I wanted to hit you and break this damn chest into pieces. Your blood on the chest, feeling of intense rage, and you were thinking of this artifact for sure, weren't you? Besides all these strange voices from nowhere. I don't even know whether to congratulate you, young man, or to feel sorry for you. First of all, you haven't gone out of your mind. You really are hearing these voices. And secondly, you have just finished the rite of unity. Now this artifact, and you make one. Now this artifact and you make one. In other words, you are the master of the chest. But I don't think you'll be glad of it. Okay, I don't get it. There is nothing to get. We have been bothering over the ritual for 4 months and spent a lot of money on all the necessary ingredients. For 3 days and nights, 12 of our highest mages performed the most complex ceremony of high magic. Only one final detail remained. The person will become a master of the chest if, being in a condition of extreme rage, he wished for power over the artifact and sprinkled it with his own blood. You asked me to give me the chest very intensely, so fiercely that you tried to snap it out of my hands, and there was enough blood to complete the rite. Do you understand me? Yes, it's very clear now. So, what's next? I don't know. His Majesty will decide, but we were not able to repeat the ritual for at least a few years. The voices you heard are the voices of the rage spirits. The chest of rage was created in order to capture and rule such spirits. I don't know who they are and where they come from, or how they got themselves into the chest, but like any wizard would I feel their great power and great anger. So that means that all the power of the chest belongs to me now. I doubt it. This chest is a container, like a jail. Ultimately, it may help you rule these spirits, but unfortunately we don't know that. It might take several centuries to find the answer. Maybe its privileged masters made arrangements with the chest residents, or figured out some way to pay them. I don't know. You can ask them yourself if they're talking to you. There was no one able to hear the spirits among the mages who studied them. We only know that they are locked up in this artifact. There is a theory that they are creatures of another world that have been captured by the demons for some purpose, but this is only conjecture. Okay. Yes, I can expect anything at all from the chest, or can I get rid of it? That one we do know, and it's a very easy answer. You simply need to die. No, not kidding. This is an artifact symbiote. How can I explain this to you? It consumes your emotions, steals your anger and rage, and accumulates them. This is the way many demonic artifacts work, and now it will function only in your hands, for as long as you may live. And now you cannot do without the chest. Look, it seems as though it had grown into your palm, and you are stroking it without even noticing. Now to show you one more thing, I will take it from you for a second. Mine! Don't touch it! Back off! You see, soon you will be able to give. Someone will not be able to give it away, and you will not let anyone take it out of your hands until you die. It is possible to kill, paralyze you, or put you to sleep to take the chest away, but then it will become useless again, and in the best case scenario, you will lose your mind along with the chest. Even after it is necessary to wait for a very long time and before the new ritual of unity can be made to bind the artifact to new master. Well, how do you like this weapon? I can't use it. I can't give it to someone else. Alright, let's see what his majesty have to say. He's named the wise for a reason, after all. Okay, so I got the chest of rage, which I thought first was needed to use beat the judge arena to get, and I will present it to the king in the next episode. So until then, bye bye.